Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to Fluent Vibes. This is your space for relaxing English practice through conversations that actually matter. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ali. Today, we're diving into a topic that starts out sounding like a math problem, but ends up feeling like a heavy weight on our hearts.
That's a great way to put it, Ollie. We're exploring money, intelligence, and the idea of success, specifically why we let these things define who we are as people. It gets deep, doesn't it?
It really does. Sometimes money stops being just a tool for buying bread or paying rent. It starts feeling like a grade, like a proof that you're smart or that you're a somebody who deserves respect.
So your bank account becomes your adult report card?
Light laugh, exactly. I'm opening the emotional closet here, Sarah. But let's be honest, so many of us are exhausted by the pressure of what our wealth, or lack of it, says to us to the rest of the world.
Right, because the pain isn't always, I can't afford that shirt. Often the real sting is, why do I feel smaller when I'm around people with more? Or why do we assume rich people have all the answers? This isn't an episode about how to get rich. It's about your value, your dignity, and your worth.
We're asking the big question today. Does a high salary actually prove someone is successful or smart? Or have we just given those numbers way too much power?
Before we get into the why of it all, I have a quick gift for you. Our PDF guide for this episode is ready. You can find the link right in the description. It's perfect for reviewing the vocabulary we used today and reflecting on your own life.
And remember, this is Fluent Vibes. We're using real, everyday English. This is a B2 level conversation, so it's a bit more descriptive, but stay with us.
Don't worry if every single word doesn't click immediately. Just follow the flow and the feeling. Also, we want to hear your voice in the comments. Do you think money is a fair way to measure success, or has society lost its mind?
Lost its mind is a good way to put it. You know, Sarah, people often say money doesn't matter, but they still feel a sense of shame when they think they aren't making it.
That's because it's never just about the digits on a screen. It turns into your sense of dignity and your identity. You see a friend from high school buying a huge house or starting a tech company, and suddenly you start questioning your own brain.
And what is it with successful people waking up at 4 a.m.? It's very suspicious.
Totally suspicious. But seriously, when you see that, a tiny voice inside whispers, "Am I falling behind? Am I just not bright enough?" That is exactly the moment you tie your self-worth to a number.
To tie your self-worth to something means your happiness and value go up and down like a roller coaster based on that one thing. It's a stressful way to live. The question stops being, do I have enough to live, and becomes, am I enough as a human?
Why do we do this to ourselves? I think it's because our world loves things that are easy to measure. Money is right there. You can see it, you can count it.
Humans love a scoreboard. Height, social media followers, salary. If you can put a number on it, someone would try to build their whole personality around it.
Exactly. That's why so many people equate money with success. They act as if they are the exact same thing. But honestly, that is so superficial.
Superficial means only looking at the very top layer, the skin of the fruit, not the fruit itself. Things like peace of mind, kindness, or having a good character are invisible. They're hard to measure. But a paycheck, that's easy. So we grab the easiest proof we can find.
And here is the strange part. We give money the power to make someone look brilliant. We don't just like wealth, we trust it.
It's true. A billionaire walks into a room, says something totally obvious like, "Remember to breathe," and everyone acts like it's the deepest wisdom they've ever heard. That is prestige, that special respect people give you just because of your bank balance or your title.
And we automatically assume they have competence, the actual skill to do things well. But having $10 million doesn't mean you give good marriage advice or know how to be a good friend. Money is like a megaphone. It makes some voices sound much louder and more correct than others.
This really messes with our self-perception, the way we look in the mirror and judge our own lives. If you don't have a visible win, you start doubting your own abilities.
It's heartbreaking, really. Think about the people who do the hardest, most important work. Teachers, nurses, stay-at-home parents, artists. They are so often undervalued.
Undervalued means the world doesn't see your true price tag. Some people are even looked down on because they earn less.
To look down on someone is to treat them as less than. It's like standing on a pile of cash and calling it moral high ground. And now, social media makes this whole comparison game much worse. It's in our pockets 24/7.
Everyone on my feed is winning before I've even had my coffee. Success looks like a filtered photo. If your life is quiet and simple, it's so easy to feel like you're losing the race.
We have such a distorted definition of success. It's a twisted, unhealthy idea. Money is great for stability, but when it becomes the only definition of a good life, people start climbing ladders that lead to nowhere.
Can you imagine working for 20 years, getting to the top, and realizing you didn't even want to be on that ladder? Success can look very bright on the outside, but feel totally empty on the inside.
There is almost always more than meets the eye. A simple, quiet life can have a strength and a wisdom that a flashy one lacks. Some of the most incredible people I know aren't successful by world standards. They just have a deep, beautiful humanity.
When we judge people by their price tag, we miss the best parts of the human experience. You cannot measure a soul with a calculator.
Let's look back at some of the words that helped us describe these feelings today. Tie your self-worth to, linking your value as a person to one specific thing. Equate, treating two different things as if they are identical. Superficial, only focusing on the surface, not the depth. Prestige, respect or admiration coming from wealth or success. Competence, the actual ability to do a job or task well. Self-perception, how you see and evaluate yourself. Undervalued, not being appreciated for your true worth. Looked down on, to think you are better than someone else. Distorted definition of success, a broken or unhealthy idea of what winning means. More than meets the eye, when the hidden truth is deeper than the first look.
I think learning these words helps us understand the feelings and maybe helps us feel a bit better about where we are.
I hope so. We'll leave you with this. Money matters, but does it deserve to be the boss of how you feel about yourself?
Money tells a tiny part of your story, but it never tells the whole truth. You can earn a little and still be a person of great dignity.
Look after your English, but more importantly, look after your heart. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ali. Thanks for being part of Fluent Vibes. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.